Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and for those of you who are new, welcome. If you have not already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you're not missing any of our weekly uploads here on Lash Tips and Tricks. Today's video is going to be just a little chit chat with you guys. I just want to talk to you guys about a couple things that you probably did not learn in your lash courses, and I kind of want to touch on this because it's a lot of girls out here getting scammed for their money. We're taking these lash courses that cost $500 to $1,000 or even more, and we're getting scammed. You come out of these classes and you don't really even know what you're doing, or there's certain things that you really don't know. So today I want to touch on some things. And give you guys some tips on pretty much like things that they didn't teach you in your lash courses, or what they don't tell you at these lash courses. You guys are spending so much money. You guys, I was scammed as well out of my, I don't want to say scam because I still learned how to do lashes, but there was a lot of things that I was missing that I did not know that I had to teach myself. So I want to be able to help any new lash techs out there, or anybody who's thinking about being a lash tech, and maybe there's some information that you're not going to learn in your lash course. Into that, I do want to let you guys know that I do have an ebook that's going to cover all of this information. So if that's something that you are interested in and you're interested in getting certified by myself, you can go ahead and purchase that ebook at my website, and that's www.shoplashjuice.com, and that ebook is on sale, guys, right now. So go get that. And it's going to pretty much show you guys how to do classic sets, how to do volume, mega volume. It's going to tell you and teach you guys everything that you're going to know. Maybe you don't have the money to invest into a $500 to $1,000 course. That's probably not really going to teach you everything that you're going to need to know, but this ebook will. So you guys, I put everything into it. Please make sure you guys go check that ebook out and get yours and get certified so you can become a lash tech. So if it's something that you've been thinking about for a while, you guys, this is the solution. I finally give you guys the solution. I worked so hard. It's took me about a month and some change to create this ebook, and it's everything that I've learned within my career, and I want to give it to you guys. I just feel like you shouldn't charge people so much money to learn how to do eyelash extensions. So if that's something that you're interested in, go ahead, and I will have my website linked down below, so you'll be able to go ahead and check that out and purchase your ebook and get certified by me. So the first thing I kind of want to go over is sanitizing, disinfecting, and sterilization. So it's always important to remember that as a lash tech, you're going to be coming into contact with the public. So you need to be at the top of your game when it comes to disinfecting your tools, your tweezers, your lash room, everything. But it just really puzzles me that a lot of people leave their lash courses and don't know that you're supposed to have barbicide. You should be barbicide certified. So I'll also have that link down below for you as well on how to get barbicide certified, the website where you can actually do that for free. Barbicide is a disinfectant solution used by lash techs for disinfecting grooming tools such as tweezers, scissors, etc. So you probably have seen it at the hair salon, you probably have seen it at wherever, your nail salon, everyone has them. So this is the jar, and it normally is going to be in a jar like this, and you need to properly disinfect your tweezers. If you guys want a more detailed video on seeing it like a live demonstration, I can do that for you guys. Okay, so when you're using barbicide, you want to use it at a ratio of 2 ounces of barbicide and 32 ounces of cold water. First, sanitize your tweezers. So you need to wash them with an antibacterial soap. I like to use Dial, the antibacterial soap. The liquid one is what you need to use. You're gonna do that with some warm water. Rinse that with a nice, I just use like a new toothbrush I purchased from the dollar store. I just get a hard toothbrush, or you can use a manicure brush. Scrub those tweezers very well. Place them, after you're done washing them, place them into your barbicide solution. Let them sit for 10 to 15 minutes. Pull them up out of there and rinse them off. Dry them with a lint-free paper towel, and your tweezers are done. Second thing that I want to talk about that I'm pretty sure, maybe not, they probably didn't teach you in your lash course, that I want to get across to you guys about licensing and insurance. So this is a question that is commonly asked a lot. Like, do you have to be licensed? What's the difference between being licensed and being certified? So when you are licensed, that means you went to school for it, you went to the state board, you took a test, you paid a fee, and through that state you're licensed to perform eyelash extensions. Being certified is a little different. So being certified is different. That means you completed a course, you completed a class, and you received a certificate upon completion. It is two different things, and it's important to know that, and it's important to understand that. The issue with people, I always get questions, should I be licensed? Should I be both? Does it matter? Do you make more money if you're licensed? So the thing is, depending on where you live, you would need to look up your state board regulations. So you need to see if in your state you're supposed to be licensed. So you can find that information by simply Googling that information. And in my ebook, I do have the exact website, but I'll list that down below for you guys as well. And you want to look up your state regulations through your state board. So you want to see if you are required to have a license in the state. And then from there, that's when you will proceed and you'll understand, blah, blah, blah. But that's something that they don't really tell you in your lash courses. And I know when I took my lash courses, I didn't know that you had to be licensed. Is insurance information. A lot of people don't know, and this is something that I wasn't told, that you need to be, or you should be, insured as a lash tech. There's different liability insurances policies that you can place for your business, so that if anything happens, if a client gets injured at your place of business, if a client has a allergic reaction, so on and so forth, you will not be sued. It'll be through your insurance company. It's like the same thing with having car insurance. Something to think about. So these things that I'm telling you is things that you want to think about and kind of get into play and kind of understand that why you need certain things. So through my ebook, I also have a whole list of different insurance companies that I recommend that you can use, and they're very inexpensive. You just need to call and find out a quote, but you need to kind of do your research on your own to kind of see which insurance fits best for your situation or for you. But through my ebook, it does have a list of every single type of insurance company that I recommend. Whether you're licensed or you're just certified, you can still be insured. Alongside with that insurance information is something that a lot of lash techs don't really share with people, but you should have a consent form and an intake form. So when your client comes in, there should be two forms that they should have completed: an intake form and a consent form. An intake form is going to kind of like gauge, is going to be what you're going to follow so that you understand and that you know what the person is looking for. So you ask them, what type of job do they do? Do they wear glasses? Do they wear contacts? Do they have any allergic reactions are they sensitive to certain things? And then with a consent form, that is going to be them verbally consenting to you being their certified lash tech doing their lashes. So that is that consent form is really important, and you want to always store those two forms together, the intake and the consent form, in the client's file. And you can also do that electronically as well. I believe through Acuity, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but you can also have like a consent form in your intake forms electronically, so before they come they don't have to write it out or anything like that. But that's something to always keep in mind. A consent form can be really good for legal purposes. Say you get sued and you have a consent form, you can say, well, I did give them this form, they did sign, and they were okay with me being a certified lash tech and applying lash extensions to them. So that can kind of help you in court in the event that anything bad were to happen. Create these forms yourself. You can create them on Zazzle, you can create them on Canva, or you can purchase them from Etsy, and they have plenty of forms, very inexpensive. I think I got my form for like $5.99, super inexpensive, but it has all the information that I need to get from my client before I do their lashes. And obviously you're not going to have them fill that out every single time. They'll fill it out the first time they come to you, and you just keep it in their file. About doing your taxes, so I'm just gonna kind of touch on it a little bit, but if you guys want me to do a more detailed video on that, I can. So an LLC is a limited liability company. This is mainly for tax purposes. It's going to protect you personally in regards to debt and liability your company may face. So this includes like being sued. So if you decide to get an LLC, everybody wants to get an LLC, but they don't understand that there's things that come with having an LLC. And that mainly has to do with your tax purposes. When you file your taxes at the end of the year, you have to keep in mind, if you have an LLC, there's going to be a way that you're going to have to specifically file your taxes. Another thing with that is there's a lot of write-offs that people don't know about being a lash tech. There's a lot of things that you can, such as lash supplies, anything that you buy for your lash salon. It can be anything. I would recommend opening up a business account. And the reason why I say opening up a business account, in the beginning, if you're just taking a few clients, I really wouldn't worry about it. But if you plan on going big with lashing, or maybe you're seeing a transition within your clientele, it's getting bigger, your brand is getting bigger, maybe now you want to take that step and kind of make your brand official, and you want to give it an LLC. That's perfectly fine, but make sure you always do your research. You understand what you're signing up for when you do have an LLC. All of this information is on Google, and it is on the IRS. So if you guys want like very detailed video on that, I can definitely give you guys that. But these are just a couple things that I wanted to touch on in the lash world that, you know, maybe you didn't learn in your lash course. I know I didn't learn them, so it's very important for me to get on here and talk to you guys about it. But yeah, so you guys, I hope that information was vital. I hope that it kind of helped you. I hope it was something new that you learned. If you have not already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you're not missing any of our weekly uploads. But I will be back with something new next time.